Well, the clock is ticking as lawmakers have 2 weeks to pass the overall state budget. Included is how much to spend on higher education, which will have an impact on tuition. It passed a spending bill this week to keep funding flat, but there is more money coming to help some college students cover their costs. Danny Spiewak has details.
As the spring semester draws to a close, students at the U of M are still talking about this year's 4.5% tuition increase.
You do consistently see those emails about student services fees and tuition going up.
For grad students like Sneha, the cost of college is also a major concern.
I am going full off of loans, and so it'll be a journey after this.
With tuition rising and increased demand for assistance, Minnesota's state grant program for low and middle income students faces a $239 million deficit. This week, the House passed a funding bill that puts $33 million toward that program and encourages schools not to increase costs by capping state grants to cover tuition hikes only up to 1%.
We are really hoping that they will curtail the tuition increases.
Under the power sharing agreement, the House bill required cooperation between GOP higher education co-chair Marian Rarick.
It was a true compromise. It was some cuts and some changes to how the grant money goes out.
And DFL co-chair Dan Wolgamott.
The voters of Minnesota elected a tie. They expect us to work together in a bipartisan manner.
Still, negotiations were challenging because the House budget targets kept higher education funding flat.
We had to make some difficult decisions. We had to think outside of the box.
In a statement, the U of M said it appreciates the House maintaining funding, but said keeping things flat would equal a 3% cut because of inflation. That could impact tuition, although the Senate has not passed its version yet.
The overall consensus is that things are rising.
Danny Spiewak, KARE 11 News.